Probably one of the more useful features of iMovie is the built-in video stabilization. If you are beginner shooters, you probably don't use a tripod as much as you should, especially when you are shooting video with your phones. It's pretty common to be in editing situations where you want to use a specific clip in your movie, but the footage is just being too shaky because you shot on a handheld camera or out of a car window or for any number of reasons. iMovie's stabilization capability can potentially make previously unusable footage usable, and it's really easy to do so. So first, you find the clip that needs to be stabilized. For example, here I can see that this clip can use some stabilization as is certainly shot from a handheld camera. So I click on this and then choose this little camera icon, and that's stabilization. First thing you want to do is click on this stabilize shaky video, and then iMovie will do a automatic analysis for this clip. So it will take some time. Once it's done, then you can review it and see whether you're pleased with the result or not. Let's take a look at the result. Because it's really short probably, and also it's not that shaky to begin with, so probably didn't see much of the effect. But another thing you can do is you can adjust how much stabilization you want to apply. Basically you want to find a balance, because as I'm increasing the stabilization, you can see that actually my footage got zoomed in a little bit. So that's one thing to be aware of, is that as you increase the amount of stabilization, the more you will end up zooming in on your footage, because that's how stabilization is applied. So if you don't want to zoom in too much, then that's the balance you want to find. So that's how to stabilize the shaky video. And there's another option called fixed rolling shutter. Basically, it will reduce the motion distortion caused by your quick side-to-side camera movement. I don't really have a good footage here to demonstrate, but it's the same to apply. For example, it is a movement from left to right, although it's not that shaky. But just to illustrate the point that I can click this fixed rolling shutter, it similarly would do analysis, and then you can choose the amount of a rolling shutter correction. So maybe let's start with just high and take a look. Yeah, I think definitely better than the original, but also, like I said, the effect is not that obvious because the footage is good to begin with. And you can apply this to your clip and select the amount you need as appropriate. Alright, that's how to stabilize a video clip in iMovie.